What's up, y'all? Yeah, come on in, hang out. Let me find me real quick. It's Friday. I'm feeling a lot better, y'all. Surprisingly, but I don't want to jinx it. So knock on wood. Y'all, so I was cleaning. I cleaned yesterday. Believe it or not, y'all, I cleaned a little bit of my work area. I couldn't see the other table across the way, but it's still a work in progress, but I can actually see the TV now, so that's good. So now I can craft and watch TV at the same time. So, but y'all, I have a cute little flocked bunny, and I have the 10-inch pancake wreath frame. So I did cover this in ribbon, y'all. All I did was just cover. I just took some ribbon. This is a faux burlap. It was some leftover, and all I did was just wrap it around. So that's what this is, y'all. This is a pancake wreath frame. And I had started to do it, and I had gotten to about like right here, and I was like, I'll just finish it. And then I glued it, and I was like, well, maybe I should have waited till I should have showed y'all on camera, but I didn't. So I do apologize for that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, and we're gonna take this, our sign extender, right? And I'm going to zip tie this using a matching color. So I did choose the color black to go on this. Okay, so I glued that right onto that, right where I had glued the ribbon together to finish it off. So I did glue that right there. Okay, so now I need a piece of moss. So y'all, my idea is for this to kind of act as kind of like a little charger for my little bunny, right? Kind of creating that little illusion that it's in, like, I mean, I thought about wrapping this in like sheet moss. You know, like it could have that sheet moss on there, but I was like, that's not a part of my journey. It's gonna make a big mess. So I want to put this, but then an arrangement right here, because my idea is this can be switched out seasonally. Okay? And if you've followed us for a while, y'all know I can work some magic on using the smallest little bit of foam, right? So this is kind of my idea. Like, that way I can move, if I wanted to, I could switch this out with, so I have this little birdhouse here, y'all, that I've kind of had for a little bit. But I could put that in there, right? So it's kind of like an everyday. It's actually, so let me show y'all what it is. It's not a tire. So it's the 10-inch ring from the pancake wreath frame. I just wrapped it in ribbon. I just wrapped this one in ribbon. Okay? So, and then this little round one is a sign extender. So these are the two pieces that I'm using out of the pancake wreath frame bundle. So I'm using the 10-inch wreath frame and the sign extender. So all I did was on this one, so I'll show you on this one, y'all. I did just wrap it in ribbon. I just chose a nice neutral color ribbon. So this is all I did, was just to wrap it in ribbon, making it look nice. So I'm going to show you on a little bit of this one, and then we'll get back to this one. But just wrapping this in ribbon, nothing super duper hard. I like using the 1.5 inch ribbon versus the 2.5 inch. I know the 2.5 inch can cover more ground when you use it, but I like using the 1.5 inch. It's a little bit easier to handle. So this is all I did to this one, y'all, was just wrap it in ribbon. So now you can choose other colors. You can choose maybe a ribbon that's got a fabric, a different pattern on it. So nothing too crazy, y'all. Super easy. Just showing y'all a way that you can use this pancake wreath frame. It will lay flat, so that's what I like about it. Okay, so just, that's all I did, y'all, was just wrap it in the ribbon. Okay. So, nothing crazy or grand, but that's all I did on that was, so that is the 10-inch wreath frame. And then I brought in the sign extender and I just zip tied that together. So now we've got it really nice and neat. And so now I'm going to glue my foam to my sign extender. I love using the green foam. It's probably my favorite to use. Okay, so how are y'all today? It is Friday. It's Friday. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of tie this down just using my pipe cleaner. It measures 6 inches, the sign extender. Okay, so now imagine we can put something in here, right? So this cute little bunny actually matches perfectly right in there. So I kind of want this, and then we're going to bring in some greenery, right? So this is an affordable greenery. Both of these are pretty affordable. These came from Michael's. These two right here. This all the way off with the nub. Not all the way, but part of the way, because I want to put this whole bush right in there. And then we're going to spread that out. Okay, so remember, find yourself some stems and bushes that are going to do what you want it to do. So that means if you want it to bend all the way, you can make it bend all the way. So I like to buy stuff that's wired throughout. So now I'm coming in with this one. Again, I did cut this all the way down. So we stuck an entire bush in there. And I think I can get another one. So relatively inexpensive, y'all, this bush was. I got this at Michael's. Well, I do have a little bit of stuffy nose, but I definitely caught a good wind last night because I stayed up till like 3 o'clock in the morning cleaning, y'all. Cleaning my work area, organizing it, putting stuff back. Because as a creative, if you have a clean workspace, are you even creating? Sometimes I just let it go. I'm just like, meh, whatever. And then like last night I was like, okay, yep, I need to start putting some of this stuff back. So I'm just going along, putting some pieces in with some glue. So I can put some on this side too. I turned on the TV, put on some of my favorite movies, and I just started putting stuff away and organizing, y'all. And then this morning I got up and, well, I didn't get up in the morning. So I decided to bring in, so behind my work area, if you've seen me on my Facebook page or you've seen me with the camera front facing, I have this little wall behind me, and onto the right hand side of it I had a like divider, like a room divider. So I got rid of that. I put it in my cargo trailer because I can use it for craft shows. And I brought in an old shoe rack that I had bought for some of my big spools of ribbon. So I was like, well, gotta do it. Okay, so I'm bringing in this rabbit fern. This one does come from Michaels. This is part of their 2024 collection, and I really like this fern, y'all. 2, 3. I am gonna cut these in half. So this one is, there's 6 pieces on it, and I'm gonna cut it in half. So it's gonna be 3 pieces. And I don't know why, I just really like this fern with this Easter bunny, or like for Easter. Really, really pretty. So y'all, do y'all have any plans for the weekend? Are you gonna get crazy, relax, organize your stuff? So now I'm going to come in with this, and we're going to start gluing this in to my base. Adding some thickness in there. I might have to actually cut these up into some smaller pieces. This one too. You're spending time with the grandkids. Yes, the bunny did come from Hobby Lobby. It's the lime green one, because I've seen a different lime green, but this one was prettier. So just coming on in, adding this greenery, making it look really, really nice and full. The base is the 10-inch Pancake wreath frame. So it comes in the Pancake wreath bundle, but I'm just using the 10-inch one. You're celebrating your granddaughter's, I hope that says first birthday. But yeah, if you don't want to use the Pancake wreath frame, you can always use a grapevine. Just remember that it might scratch your surface, so always put something right under it. Okay, so now we've got a nice little patch of greenery, and I think I'm going to add this one. Now this one is an affordable greenery, and I do love the affordable greeneries at Deco. Really, really great quality. And, you know, they're affordable, and they are all pushers. So, that's what I do love about them the most, is that they are pushers. Hey, hey. So we're going to add this one in as well. Yes, I did wrap the pancake wreath. It's just wrapped in ribbon. You can also spray paint it if you want to, but then you're going to have the holes. So I was like, I'm going to use ribbon. Yo, remember, if you worry about like the color of the base, if you want it to match your, so the natural color of it, of the wood, matches a lot of the burlap mesh that we use, that I know Mel uses on it, so it's perfect. But if you're worried about that, definitely, you know, you can definitely spray paint it. Okay, so we added in that greenery, making it nice and lush and full. So just enough to put my little bunny in there. Right, so like this, y'all. So we have our bunny, right? But if I don't want to put the bunny in there, and after Easter, I can go ahead and put in this little like birdhouse. So then I can also move this wherever I need it to go. Oh, excuse me. Adding in this little filler bush. I love that this year they came out with this one in blue. So, and this one did come from Michaels. A lot of the greenery came from Michaels, y'all. So just, I mean, so we've got it on the sign extender right here. But that way we can put this around there. So there's about, let me see. So the opening is about 3.5 inches. So if you're going to put something in there, you're going to want to find it at like 3.5 inches, or something that's got a little that can go under the other sign extender. So I'm adding in this really pretty, just white filler flower. It's a really nice filler. Because I didn't want to. Because a lot of people have that sign extender left over. Now, you can take that sign extender off. So let's say if you had the wreath frame, the pancake, you had different colors, but you still want to keep the same greenery, I can actually snip it off. See? So if I wanted to use the same greenery but a different base color for different holidays, yes, the foam is on top of the extender. So you can just tie it back on. So now just coming in with some more green. So I'm kind of making this like neutral, kind of for every day. But you can also do it for different holidays as well. So you can make different separate ones, separate little clusters. Adding in some more of this really pretty white. These came from the at-home store. Love these as well. Just gluing these in. Now don't forget we have our next workshop coming up. So you want to jump into florals because I know so many people are. It actually surprises me how many people are afraid of florals. I'm like, why are you afraid of the flowers? So you can do this for different seasons. I'll bring some eggs here in a little bit so I can kind of show y'all that you can put some little eggs in it. So I did cut these in half. Kind of fluffing that out. this one right in the center, giving it a little bit of height. So now you can kind of put your little bunny in there if you wanted to. You could do a little birdhouse as well. Now if you wanted to, you could actually change this out for the seasons, the holidays. Like let's just say like you can buy a simple little pick just like this. This one comes from Michael's, and I do buy this one every single year because I actually do love it. I love the fabric colored eggs on it, covered eggs. But all you have to do is just stick that right in there. Like that's all you would have to do. You could stick a few of these pieces in there. If you want to make it seasonal, you can just you can glue these in as well. But kind of showing you guys, like, so this is on there. And I'm going to zip tie that back on there. I just used the pipe cleaner for now. That's better. Okay, so now we've got that tied in there. We've got our little bunny as well. You can kind of stick that. If you wanted to, you can kind of stick this right under the little bunny. Maybe you want to put a little bird nest in there, which I think are really, really cute. I'll put the little bird nest. The little bird nest came from Hobby Lobby. So there's that, and then let's say you want to add a carrot stem. Let me get you a carrot stem, y'all, if I find one. I think I may have used all of them. Oh no, there's some little egg picks. So we have little egg picks as well from the at-home store. So cutting that off. Cut this ribbon off. Just putting that in there. So see, like putting all of these just in there. But y'all, all it is just little. So that's what I like about all of these stems. All of these stems are wired, right? So I can, and they have a nice little sturdy stem to it. And all I can do is just wrap that around. Okay, boom, done. Okay, you know what? Easter's over. I don't want the nest. I don't want the eggs. Okay, great. Bring back our little birdhouse. Right? So we've got our little birdhouse now, which I think I found at like a discount store or something. Use some of your 60919, kind of cut it up into a few pieces. We've got this really pretty floral spray right here. Again, just kind of sticking this in. I'm not gluing it in, y'all. You know what? Let's say I want a pop of pink. And some little hydrangeas. And this is kind of just like being anchored into the greenery without gluing that in, y'all. We're not gluing it in. That's the key. I don't want to glue any of this in. So that way, after the season, I can come back and change it out. But all I have to do is I did wire this one in, so I'm about to take that one off. Okay. So, boom, done. And it still looks really nice and full. It's a really nice, neutral, everyday base, right? And now I can take little pieces here and there and put in there. So let's just say we have like let's just, y'all, this is a good way to like kind of get rid of some of your scraps as well. So if you want to, you can make different multiple ones, but you only have like one of these and maybe 1/60919 and a few of the tulips. Well, so now if you're going to sell it, definitely want to glue those in, but you can add these just straight in, y'all, into this. Okay? So all we did was, timber. All we did was we wrapped a 10-inch pancake wreath frame with some ribbon. Just wrapped it. Okay? Because that gave me a nice neutral base to work with. And I chose black. You can choose other colors if you want to. And then we set this sign extender with some glue foam, some foam glued to it, and it is wired down to this, right? So if I wanted to change this out for a different season, I could. There's nothing wrong with that. So I can take this off and this off. We can switch that out to a different color. But then still, all you have to do is kind of maneuver some of your greenery, right? And now you've got a really nice little like centerpiece that you can use. You can also use this in, let me get it. So I have this for Christmas, y'all. I bought them, I think, like 2 years ago. Never used it, right? So, but now this can actually set right on top of this bowl. So imagine like you have different, like this is such a versatile piece. And if you don't want to do this part, you don't have to, y'all. You don't have to if you don't want to. But it kind of gives your item kind of something like to hook onto, right? So it's gonna kind of hook onto that item, and then you're gonna have this on there versus just these two kind of butted up next to each other. But you could definitely do like this. You got your sign extender, boom, done. Quick, easy, reusable centerpiece. So let's just say I wanted to add these spring flowers into this one. Even though this is for Christmas, y'all. Like, of course I would have to cut these a little bit smaller. But you want an Easter. Boom, done. Add some eggs and that. Okay? So, y'all, think outside that box. Don't think that you have to always use XYZ as a base. Y'all, because imagine filling that up with foam. That's a lot of foam you have to use, right? Foam is expensive. This is also a piece that I'm not willing to put the gaps and cracks in. No, I want to be able to reuse this for other occasions. Okay, so most openings on some of the containers like this fit this, but you're going to want to find a container that at least has like a 7-inch opening. A 7-inch, because the sign extender is 6. But look how pretty that just sits right in there. So I'm going to hold it so y'all can see. Okay, so y'all, hopefully y'all enjoyed that one. Something different, not our everyday run-of-the-mill normal design that we do. But I like to encourage y'all to step out of the box. Okay, but even this right here can go in here. That can go in there. Right? I would probably choose something a little bit taller. But then, of course, you can have like little snacks and stuff in there. Okay? So, but y'all, that's all I have for y'all. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hopefully y'all have a good rest of y'all's week, a good weekend. We will be back next week again. Probably at our usual time, y'all, which is normally 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. So that's our normal time, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time here on the YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That way you guys can get notifications when we go live. I do try and share it on my Facebook page and in the How to Make Wreaths group. So, and those are both on Facebook. But definitely think about that, y'all. And y'all have a good rest of y'all's day. And I'll see y'all next time. Okay? Bye, y'all.